Leadership in the NHS has always been important, but most often leaders have been looking upwards to the command and control centre. And now we need the kind of leaders who can look outwards to their stakeholders, to local communities, as well as having within their organisations leaders at every level.
Leadership skills, leadership collaboration is going to be absolutely key to try and get us through in some semblance of order and sanity at the end of which is going to be a very difficult 5 years.
And I think it cascades down through the system, from the chief executive, through the directors, through to other staff, even through and down to staff on the front line who are delivering service. They all need to know what the message is, and those leaders at every stage need to be demonstrating they know what the message is and what is the best way of delivering it.
We have seen in the leadership that we'll get from Andy Burnham, that we get from Andrew Lansley, I think very sensible, responsible positions adopted by leading politicians, and that is very encouraging for the health service.
Good awareness, good conversation, and I think if that dialogue can again take place between the MPs, the boards and our staff and the patients, where there's a will, there's a way.
What can individuals do? And Jill Hicks talked about it when she's talking about Mad for Peace, which is everybody can do something, and it's that recognising the responsibility. There is something that I can do that will make a difference, and that is all those small actions which ultimately amount to leadership.
From my own experience, it's about the people that are doing frontline care. It's, how do we get them absolutely hearing that they've got support and backup and that they're listened to get us through, because they're the people that have the impact on the patients like myself.
Leaders within the NHS have to be great communicators. It's no longer good enough to be good at the money and good at operations and sit in your office and just deal with the numbers. You have to be engaged with your staff.
Honest, open, balanced debate, but a style of leadership that's about involving people.
We actually need to make sure that everybody fully understands the consequences of their actions and the best ways to work together to deliver joint needs.
We're going to need to engage every single one of the 1.4 million people who work for the NHS, which really means the frontline leaders, the supervisors, the consultants in charge of the team, the ward sisters, and I think they're very often the people who are going to make the real difference.
We can always rise to a challenge to manage the present in the NHS, and what we now need to do is to look further ahead and really think creatively and differently about how we can provide care to patients over the next 10 years.
We talked about potential tough times ahead, but I also said that this is a real opportunity for us to shine. Local leaders really grasping the situation at local level, and I feel really confident, particularly seeing all the energy and the ideas and the commitment from people here, that everyone is up for this. We know what the issues are, we've got the talent, experience and abilities inside the NHS to really get hold of this and make sure we deal with it